knowledgeable. Trust Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
अस्सलाम नाजरीन, मैं हूं ज़िया अब्बास। आप देख रहे हैं बाय लो एंड सेल हाई। हमारे आज के पहले गेस्ट होंगे स्कॉट मैकलेनन, जो प्लाजा से हैं। उनसे हम बातचीत करेंगे, उनसे हम 2016 के बारे में पूछेंगे, पाइपलाइन में क्या है। हमारे सेकंड गेस्ट होंगे जाहिद सैयद उरूज फाइनेंशियल से, और हमारे लास्ट गेस्ट होंगे सिल्वाना फ्लोरेस, जिससे हम स्टेजिंग की इंपॉर्टेंस पूछेंगे। यहाँ से चलते हैं स्कॉट की तरफ। स्टे विद अस।
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Scott McLennan, Senior Vice President Plaza. We're going to talk about 2015 and some comparison with 14 and the products which has been completed from Plaza platform. We're going to discuss those projects as well. Scott, how are you?
I'm very well, Zia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 2014. So if you compare 15 with 14 in terms of a condo market, what sort of increases we are talking about?
Well, 15 was a very good year. The numbers aren't all in yet, but we're talking somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 11, 12% increase year over year. The interesting thing as well is that the price per square foot has probably gone up single digit, which is a very, very manageable number.
Exactly.
But that's 1 year over 1 year.
Yes.
Here's what's really interesting. Occupancies that are going to happen in 15 and early part of 16, and you've been involved in a number of projects that sold 3 years ago.
Yes.
You sold 3 years ago at probably $60 to $70 a foot less, maybe $50 a square foot less.
Exactly.
To people that were investors, people that were buying to hold a condominium home for a number of years and rent it, and then maybe make a lifestyle decision 5 years from now and move in. Those people are going to do very well because they bought in a certain market a few years ago.
Yes.
They're closing in a market next year, and rents that they're going to be getting will be market as of next year, not what they were predicting rents to be 3 years ago, which have gone up significantly, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 50, 60, $1 a square foot. And we're seeing that at our Ivory project, and you were very, very involved in our Ivory project, Zia, you and your team. We saw, price per square foot sales that would work a rental guarantee out at maybe $1,500 or $1,550 a unit on a 1-bedroom or a 1-bedroom and den, depending on the size of the suite. And people that we did that as a way of getting the project going and promoting it and have a few guaranteed rentals. Everybody pulled out of the guarantee rentals because they can rent it on their own for probably $150 to $250 a suite more per month. Or something like that.
Even
something
more
in that
than that.
Even more than that, probably. But which showed that the rental market in this city is very, very strong. And you really measure that a month after you've taken occupancy, maybe 2 months after, because there are a number of suites that are going through transition. Do I resell? Do I move in? Do I rent it out? People are making those decisions. So once all that, the dust has settled on all those choices and decisions, the rental rates are fantastic with respect to investment.
Exactly. Ivory on Adelaide, and I remember when you guys turned back, offer $50 per month rent. I myself rented for certain clients for $18.50, so $300 difference. But you know what the beauty? The beauty is if you can see the products coming from Plaza platform, it's low cost per foot, which creates a really great room for investors who intend to go into a rental market. So their ROI on a rental is in a good positive cash flow. And today that's the biggest concern for investors. They only gonna buy condominiums and they put on the rent if it goes into a positive cash flow. So that's a great gesture. That's a really great numbers from Plaza platform.
And appreciation.
Exactly.
I mean, if based on what you've just described it perfectly, and that's part of what we try and do when we launch a project, is we want it to sell in quickly, but we also, when you take a look and you have your crystal ball out and you're sort of guessing as to what rents are going to be in 3 years when the project's finished, you're right. If it's producing a positive cash flow, that's a home run. The Grand Slam home run is literally the appreciation value. And if we're selling at a little bit lower than some of our competitors' price per square foot. We're offering the same value, the same management, the same customer care, if not better.
That's a great customer service. Trust me.
Absolutely,
Yes.
and that's right. So some of the best customer service components is the appreciation value, and certainly what you're going to be getting on a return for rent. But we're seeing a lot of buyers, Zia, including your clients, that have said to us, "Hey, yeah, we've done pretty well on the rental, but the appreciation of this suite is really what the grand slam home run is." At that
Let's come back to a customer service. Trust me, it would be quite hard to find a certain scratches when my clients were doing their PTIs. So that's a really great compliment to Plaza.
Zero
when it comes to-
deficiencies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the appreciation you just mentioned. You know, certain projects, not too far ago, it's about, say, if you go 3 years back, $470 a foot parking locker included.
Right.
Today in that neighborhood, it's over 600.
Yeah,
That's a great incentive, that's great increase in terms of appreciation. So if your rentals are guaranteed, you are in a positive cash flow, great return as a capital gain. What else investors were looking? Customer service is even bonus on top.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've answered all the questions,
Yes.
and we try and strategically every time we go into a launch on a new project, those are all the things that we sit around this table and discuss. Those are what drive. We know that those are huge drivers of our product, and we have to make sure that they're managed and that the relationship information is getting from Plaza to Zia and Zia to his clients and his client base. And you know what? And then it works in reverse. Now the client base now comes to Zia. Now Zia comes to the developer.
Repeat
because
clients.
we're exactly and we're
Well satisfied clients,
Yep,
right?
very well. Yep.
Anyway, thanks a lot, Scott. It's
My
really
pleasure.
nice talking to you.
And you.
Viewers, it's very important when you pick a condo site, look into certain things. The profile of the builder, what has been built, what has been promised, customer service, everything. We'll go for a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
One name stands apart in the real estate world, Zia Abbas.
Remember, mortgage financing is just like a puzzle. The difference is you won't get a second chance to solve it. Choose the right broker. Call me for initial consultation.
Endless expenses? How can you save up? Easy. Get Equity Life Insurance and enjoy guaranteed benefits for life and pay for only 20 years. It is like your home. You can build equity. You can use the equity for emergencies, children's education, for their weddings, or for your tax retirement income. So stop worrying. Start saving. Don't just rent a life insurance policy. Own it like your home. Call Zahid Sayed. Call 905-624-0008.
This is Frank. Frank has spent years building up a successful real estate business. Like you, he's a great salesman and a savvy businessman. He works very hard for every penny he earns. But because he's a self-employed salesperson, Frank has to hand over almost half of his hard-earned money to Revenue Canada. Frank would really like to spend more of his earnings on his family, take a dream vacation, or invest in his future. And here comes Realty Point to make all that possible. Realty Point helped Frank cut his tax rate down to lower than he thought possible. Frank's business now keeps 85 cents of every dollar and saves thousands on taxes every year. Want to be just like Frank? Call now for your confidential consultation.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
Thank you. Refinance. It's not always about paying your existing debt or plan a vacation. There is so much you can do with the equity, which is sitting and doing nothing in your house. Call me to discuss your options.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
व्यूवर्स, इस वक्त मेरे साथ जाहिद सैयद, प्रेसिडेंट उरूज फाइनेंशियल, आप देख रहे हैं इन्होंने जो अपनी ब्रांडिंग की है, आप पीछे शायद साइन देख रहे हैं उरूज। जो चीज़ मुझे पसंद है, प्रोटेक्ट, ग्रो एंड ट्रांसफ़र। जाहिद भाई अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैसे हैं आप?
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
दैट्स अ रियली ग्रेट मूव, मुझे खुद बड़ा अच्छा लगा।
जी जी।
सर्टेन चीज़ें कम्युनिटी के अंदर हम क्यों कनाडा आते हैं, हम कनाडा आते हैं बेटर लाइफस्टाइल के लिए, और सबसे बढ़ के जो हमारी कम्युनिटी यहाँ आती है वो हायर एजुकेशन के लिए, यानी कि बच्चे जो है वो हायर एजुकेशन लें और अपनी लाइफ में, अपनी ज़िंदगी में बहुत ज़्यादा सक्सेस डिफरेंट प्रोफेशंस में लें। अब प्रोग्राम है गवर्नमेंट का भी, कुछ एजुकेशन प्लान्स हैं उनका भी, वो सपोर्ट करते हैं, पेरेंट्स को सपोर्ट करते हैं। तो रिगार्डलेस कि जो पेरेंट्स की इनकम बहुत कम है, ये पेरेंट्स की इनकम बहुत ज़्यादा है, ये वो बोर्ड है जिस पे सबको जाना है और सबको इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना है। आप एक एडवाइज़र हैं, एज अ एडवाइज़र, एज अ कम्युनिटी एडवाइज़र, जो आपके पास डिग्रीज़ है, जो प्रोफेशनल आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस है, उस पे बेस्ड करके ये जो एजुकेशन प्लान है, ये एम्प्लॉयमेंट्स जो एम्प्लॉयर्स हैं, जो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयर्स हैं उनके लिए, और जो एम्प्लॉयज़ है जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट वर्ल्ड में है, इन दोनों में आप इसको कैटेगराइज कैसे करेंगे?
थैंक यू वेरी मच। देखिए, पहले तो इम्पोर्टेंस जो है हर इंसान को, हर फैमिली को पता है कि बच्चों की एजुकेशन के लिए अगर आपने हायर एजुकेशन देनी है तो आपको सेव करना है। There's no if and but.
बिल्कुल।
अब उसमें कितना सेव करना है और कितनी उस वक्त कास्ट होगी 15-20 ईयर्स फ्राम नाउ, तो वो हमें आइडिया होता है। बेसिकली इन्फ्लेशन के साथ हम उसको ट्रैक कर सकते हैं। दूसरा है, अगर गवर्नमेंट किस चीज़ को सपोर्ट कर रही है तो बेसिकली देयर इज़ रीज़न कि वो सपोर्ट कर रही है कि वो बच्चे जो हैं हायर एजुकेशन लें, तो आपका हक बनता है कि बेसिकली उसके लिए कंट्रीब्यूट करना। अब जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट या फैमिली मार्केट आप कह सकते हैं, उसमें क्या होता है कि बेसिकली देयर आर 3 फैक्टर्स। एजुकेशन प्लान विच इज़ विल कॉल RESP, रजिस्टर्ड एजुकेशन सेविंग प्लान, इज़ द बेस्ट टूल आउट देयर। उसमें गवर्नमेंट भी सपोर्ट के 3 कंपोनेंट होती है। आपकी कंट्रीब्यूशन होती है, गवर्नमेंट उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट करती है डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर इनकम बिटवीन 20 to 40% ऑफ योर कंट्रीब्यूशन, और उसमें फिर जो ग्रोथ होती है वो टैक्स फ्री होती है। राइट। तो ये 3 कंपोनेंट जो हैं वो ओवर द पीरियड ग्रो होके, जो कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट के साथ ग्रो होके, वो इतनी अमाउंट हम टारगेट कर सकते हैं कि वो आपकी पोस्ट सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन जो है उसको बच्चे में हेल्प करे। अब बच्चे के पास पैसे हैं तो उसको पार्ट टाइम जॉब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, उसको लोन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, और अगर जब आप वो पढ़ के निकलता है तो बेसिकली यू नो इट्स लाइक अ मॉर्गेज, अगर आपने यू नो, तो उसको ईजी होता है और आपने उसके लिए सेविंग की है। और साथ साथ आपको जितना भी आप कर सकते हो, मिनिमम $25 स्टार्ट करके $208 पर मंथ तक भी गवर्नमेंट जो है कंट्रीब्यूट करती है अपना पोर्शन,
और ये करना चाहिए।
Absolutely, there's no if and but. Everybody has to do it. अब जब आपको देखना है, अगर आपने नहीं किया हुआ, जितनी देर आप ज़्यादा वेट करोगे उतना ही आपकी कम ग्रोथ होगी, उतने ही आपके पास पैसे कम होंगे, क्योंकि वो कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट जो है ओवर द पीरियड इंक्रीजेज द सेविंग। ठीक है, जैसे ही बच्चा पैदा हो स्टार्ट, और कुछ भी ना कर सको, जो गवर्नमेंट्स के उसकी ग्रांट बेनिफिट्स आते हैं वही इन्वेस्ट कर दो, तो आपके बच्चे की एजुकेशन सिक्योर हो जाती है।
नहीं, बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं, और नहीं, आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा। और दूसरी चीज़, एजुकेशन इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड एजुकेशन इज़ गेटिंग वेरी एक्सपेंसिव डे बाय डे।
और हमारे पास एक्चुअली कुछ प्लान्स हैं, वो एक्चुअली आपको 15% एक्स्ट्रा बोनस ऑन टॉप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट की जो बोनसेस हैं उस पे वो आपको देते हैं। तो आई थिंक इज़ एक्सप्लोर करना इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अगर आप $100 डालते हो, आपको 35% ऑलमोस्ट ग्रांट मिलती है या बोनस मिलता है, दैट्स क्वाइट अ बिट। अब सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड साइड पे इज़ डिफरेंट। उसमें क्योंकि आप अपने टैक्सेस को कंट्रोल करते हो तो आप ये प्लान भी कर सकते हो, प्लस आपके पास ऑप्शंस होता है कि अगर आप कॉर्पोरेशन में बच्चों को एज ए शेयर होल्डर डाल लेते हो तो जब बच्चे यूनिवर्सिटी वगैरह में जाते हैं तो आप डिविडेंड उनको पे कर सकते हो। अब प्रोफेशनल लोग जो हैं डॉक्टर्स लॉयर्स मे बी उनका RESP ना करना मे बी बेटर है, उनको डिफरेंट तरीके से बच्चों की एजुकेशन को सिक्योर करना थ्रू द डिविडेंड इज अ बेटर आइडिया। सो अगेन इज सिटिंग ऑन विद एडवाइजर लाइक मी एंड फाइंडिंग आउट कि एग्जैक्टली कौन सा रूट आपके लिए अच्छा है और किस तरीके से आप बच्चों की अगेन एंड रिजल्ट इज कि बच्चे की एजुकेशन को सिक्योर करना है।
yes. right? वो सिक्योरिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट
है। That's right. So किस रूट पे लेके जाना है, किस तरीके से मैक्सिमम गवर्नमेंट से ग्रांट लेनी है, दैट इज व्हाट वी एडवाइस।
जाहिद भाई, जो बच्चे जिनके पेरेंट्स इतने ज़्यादा एजुकेटेड नहीं हैं, शायद वो उनकी एजुकेशन को इतनी प्रायोरिटी ना दे, इतना इम्पोर्टेंस ना दे, तो उनके बारे में उनको आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
एक्चुअली वी फील कि जिनके पास नहीं है वो ज़्यादा देते हैं, दैट्स व्हाट आवर एक्सपीरियंस इज। क्योंकि हमने कुछ नहीं किया, हमारे बच्चे कुछ कर लें। राइट? हम जो फील करते हैं जिनके पास ज़्यादा नॉलेज होता है, यू नो, वो कहते हैं कि जी पढ़ लेंगे या नहीं सेव कर। तो आई थिंक इट्स मैसेज टू एवरीवन, डजंट रियली मैटर आप इस वक्त आप अच्छा कमा रहे हो या अच्छा नहीं कमा रहे, या आपके पास एजुकेशन है या एजुकेशन नहीं है, एवरीबडी वांट्स देयर चिल्ड्रन टू बी एजुकेटेड।
एग्जैक्टली।
ठीक है, अब उसके लिए पैसे की जरूरत, ये फ्री आपको इसलिए लगता है कि अभी आप पे नहीं कर रहे, गवर्नमेंट पे कर रही है आप तो ग्रेड 12 तक, तो इसलिए आपको फील लगता है कि उस वक्त भी ओके होगा। लेकिन वो नहीं है, उसके लिए पोस्ट सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन के लिए आपने पे करना है। देयर आर सम बेनिफिट्स फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट्स, वो आज हैं नहीं है कल नोबडी नोस, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट हर चीज़ कट डाउन कर लेती है। अगर उनके वो बजट में नहीं आ रहा तो
नहीं, तो इसलिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आज फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए।
एब्सोल्युटली।
थैंक यू वेरी मच आपके टाइम का। नाज़रीन, आपने देखा व्हेन इट कम्स टू एजुकेशन आप अपने लाइफ में बहुत सी चीज़ों पे सेक्रीफाइस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वंस इट कम्स टू योर किड्स एजुकेशन तो मेरे ख्याल में इसमें दो राय हैं ही नहीं कि यू हैव टू स्टिक विद दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी, विद दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रायोरिटी। यहाँ से चलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट की तरफ। स्टे विद अस।
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Silvana Flores from Silvana Design and Home Staging. It is very important to listen carefully this interview. Staging has a really important role when it comes to selling your property. Selling your property without staging and selling with staging, what difference it makes? We're going to speak to Silvana. Silvana, how are you?
How are you, Zia?
Welcome on board.
Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
No, thank you very much. A lot of sellers, they are under this impression that why we have to spend that money in order to stage the property, and it's not cheap. It's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You think they are really wasting that money, or it brings a lot of value in their property selling?
Well, I would like to explain to the client what is the feature and the benefit of the staging. The thing happens, sometimes the property is sitting in the market for too long, but the owner is still paying mortgage.
Exactly.
Still paying service.
Yes.
Why they don't want a staging? Spend, let's say, $1,000, $2,000 staging, right?
Yes.
And they will get the top price. Like, let's say they pay, let's say, $2,000 staging, and maybe after they stage it, they sell quickly, and maybe $20,000 more. That's the meaning of staging. Get more money for the house.
So it means it would enhance and it would, like, you know, bring a lot of value because of the staging.
A lot of value.
So, you know, staging for the sake of staging, that's one thing. But doing a proper staging with a, like, you know, with the proper theme, what that space requires, what kind of color scheme, what kind of furniture, what kind of fillers it needs, how important that component is when it comes to staging?
Well, it's very important the kind of furniture we set up.
Yes.
To see the dimension where we are going to put, right? By the years, you know, I've been working from 2003, right? And now I like to see spaces, right? I need to make the people see not blocking anything, right? And then, well, I don't know what else you would like us to know about the staging, but it's the best investment from the owner or agent, right? It's the best investment.
Definitely. Another thing what I've noticed is when you do in staging, when the buyer along their agent, potential buyer, when they visit that particular property, it creates a really good impact on the buyer. But in the same token, and I noticed that what you do is basically after staging, you take a proper photographs. And these photographs are professionally done, and then you send it to these agents.
Exactly.
And prior to coming on that property for a showing as a buyer, it is very important that they have to fascinate on the MLS system by seeing that photographs.
Exactly.
So that is another plus services which is getting from your end.
Yeah, yeah. It's very important that people can see before and after.
Exactly.
Right. And then they get impressed. They see the wow factor and they fall in love. They said, oh my God, this is my house.
Yes.
Some people, they say, I don't want to sell again.
Yes.
They get excited. And it's, whatever piece of furniture you put, right?
Yeah.
It's very important to match the doses pillows, the bedding, the curtain, the lamp. I really pay a lot of attention in that.
Yes.
And it's very important when we are staging it, see the color,
yes,
the kind of pieces of furniture we put over there.
Yes.
Because let's say in downtown Toronto, I love to put white, very modern style.
Yes.
I am mature, but I like to stage in very modern, like 30, 35. You understand?
Yes.
What, like I am 30, 35. I am not, but I like to stage in like I'm very young.
Yeah.
Right? And then,
most of your buyer definitely in downtown is a young buyer.
Exactly.
So you have to go based, taste is very important,
Yes.
but the age factor is also very important, that which age factor your potential buyer would be.
Exactly. We cannot put the same pieces of furniture, let's say in one condo like 1,800 square feet, different than the 400 or 500 square feet.
Little tiny, yes.
Yes, exactly. And then we need to see what kind of pieces of furniture a little condo loves it, the breakfast table, and the people can visualize themselves living there. That is our job at the staging. The people can see them, right, living there.
Oh, definitely, they can see that. And when seller call you for initial consultancy, would you only offer your consultancy meeting to them, or you can offer the full-fledged staging, package?
Yeah, different packages. I work with occupied house, right?
Yes.
In occupied house, usually the people need it very often, right?
Okay.
Bedding, lamp, picture, end table, coffee table, because the people sometimes they don't have it.
Yes.
And then other one is when we add a small pieces of furniture, right?
Yeah.
And complete when it's empty,
Yeah.
we put everything, even curtain.
Perfect, great. Silvana, thank you very much for your such a detailed explanation. In the next episodes, we'll talk about other areas of staging, why it's so important. Viewers, as you've seen, staging is a very important component when it comes to selling your property. Make a quality staging all the time. Fill your space, with the right sense of design and color. Definitely, it would bring a lot of value. We'll go on a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hi, I'm Zia Abbas and proudly introduce Pier 27 Phase 3 at the foot of Yonge Street with an amazing water view. This 35-story building has just over 400 units. If you really want to see a great views from your balcony, this is the project you have to follow. Call me with the confidence to secure your allocation to buy low and sell high.
Thank you. Refinance. It's not always about paying your existing debt or plan a vacation. There is so much you can do with the equity which is sitting and doing nothing in your house. Call me to discuss your options.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
This is John. John recently set up his own real estate brokerage, but he got so overwhelmed by all the administration involved in running his office that he never had time to sell any real estate. So John turned to Realty Point, who took over all the administration for his business, like answering calls, coordinating deals, and reconciling accounts, and made all the hassle go away. So John can get on with what he does best, selling real estate. Want to be just like John? Call now for your confidential consultation.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
आप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट हैं जिया अब्बास के वर्ल्ड क्लास रियल्टी पॉइंट को आज ही ज्वाइन करें। रीसेल के अलावा हाई राइज कॉन्डोमिनियम्स एंड लो राइज हाउसेज में एक्सेस हासिल करें। जीटीए के 5 लोकेशन मार्कम यूनियनविल, स्क्वायर 1 मिसिसागा, डाउनटाउन टोरंटो, नॉर्थ यॉर्क एंड उसके अलावा आशुआ डाउनटाउन में 5 ऑफिसेज होंगे। जिया अब्बास के साथ मिलकर एक कामयाब कॉम्बिनेशन बनाएं। तो मुझे आज ही फ़ोन करें कॉम्पिटिटिव कमीशन कट्स के लिए।
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
नाज़रीन, आपने हमारा प्रोग्राम देखा। आज स्कॉट ने आपको 2016 के हेड्स अप दिए, जाहिद ने बहुत अच्छी बातें की और सिल्विया ने आपको बताया इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ स्टेजिंग क्या है। स्टेजिंग इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट। अपने फीडबैक, सवालात ज़रूर भेजा करें, फ़ोन कॉल करें। अगर आपके जहन में कोई क्वेश्चन है, आपने कोई क्लियरेंस लेनी है, डाउट्स क्लियर करने हैं, आप फ़ोन कर सकते हैं डायरेक्ट और आपके सवालात को हम अपने प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा भी बना सकते हैं। आपसे इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीक मुलाकात होगी। थैंक यू एंड अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
Buy low and sell high with Zia